I'm getting very overwhelmed because this is like a big moment, a big change coming. And I'm gonna have very little sleep in the next few weeks. It'll all be worth it when we're blasting our way across the USA in June. We're gonna start tearing it apart. Welcome back to Days Off! What's up, guys? Welcome back to the shop. It's Days Off. Last weekend was amazing. We went rallycross racing with the GC8, shredded some dirt, didn't wreck the car, break anything, which was amazing. Like, honestly, cannot ask for more from a 21-year-old JDM car. It was an amazing experience, and now we're left with the aftermath. There and there, and on that bench over there, and all over the floor. And there's luggage and stuff over there, tires and camping equipment here. I need to do a big reset in the garage, so today there's really not much going on other than I'm cleaning this entire space. Yeah, because we have got to get ready to put that thing in that thing. We now have not a lot of time left to get the 5.2 in the verdict here. So I'm starting out with a huge garage reset to get everything where I need it to be and mentally be where I need to be to get going full tilt on this, because it's not just gonna be days off, it's gonna be every night after work, every time new parts come in, every time there's a problem. I have to be in here figuring it out because I've got less than 40 days to get this tuned with the 5.2 dynoed, set up with, I need brakes, I need wheels, I need tires. I need a little bit of everything. This car is basically gonna be a whole new machine when it's done. And I'm so excited, but I'm also very nervous that I've committed myself to this and I probably procrastinated a little bit too long, but we're gonna do our best to get it back on the road, 5.2 power. This is the last weekend that it's actually gonna be running on the Coyote. So I've got something a little bit special planned for you guys to send off the old 5-liter. Should be a lot of fun. So I'm gonna get to it, get to cleaning up the garage. In the meantime, I'm gonna leave you with this little segment giving you the history that I have with my car here. I will see you back here later today.
Hey guys, welcome to the office. We're gonna take a quick break from the garage here and I'm gonna explain to you sort of the history of the verdict. I've had it for 6 years. I've done a lot with the car and making some big changes, so I thought it might be a good time to give sort of a quick little 5-minute recap on sort of my history with the car. It's not a long one, but you know, I plan on it being a lifetime. Spring of 2016, we had been living here in Maple Ridge for 2 years. I had my 2010 Mustang GT convertible, which I had bought secondhand in 2012. It was a lot of fun. It had a Roush exhaust. I put a tune-in into it. Cold air intake, did some small things, lowering springs, brakes, ignition, that sort of thing. Just gave it a little bit more of a wake up. And I drove it everywhere. We drove it to, we drove it to Reno, Vegas, California, numerous times, all up and down the California coast, Oregon, Washington, Alberta, northern British Columbia, everywhere. We took it everywhere. Around 2015, 2014, we started seeing the pictures of the 2015 Mustangs come out as they were very popular. I initially hated the car. I hated the look of the 2015 Mustang. I thought it was a Fusion. It was one of those, you know, boomer type, oh, I'm never getting rid of my 2010, blah, blah, blah. It's a better looking car. It was a great looking car. It was a lot of fun. It was just, eventually the S550 kind of grew on me. I started seeing renderings of cars with, you know, the RTR spoiler and body kit and some wide body stuff. I started seeing the concepts for the 4 GT4 race cars, that sort of thing. And it really, really kind of grew on me. I don't know how. We got to this point where we had sold our house in Vancouver, and what do you do when you're in your 20s and you get a lot of cash? You spend it. We weren't completely dumb with it. We did invest money and stuff like that, but we decided like maybe it's time to upgrade the 2010, which we kind of didn't do because for a while we had both going at the same time. Probably not the smartest idea, but we did it anyways. At this point, it's spring 2016. We spent probably about a month looking, and then this car came on I think I found it on Craigslist actually, listed at a local dealer, Key West Ford. They had it on the lot as one of the last remaining 2015s new on the lot. Ended up going down, test driving the car. I absolutely loved it, the way it drove. Even the stock sound, like I remember vividly firing it up and asking the guy, like, is that the stock exhaust? Because it had such a tone to it. Like, they are quiet now in comparison to the way I've had the car. I've had it completely straight pipe with headers. But it had such a presence, and like sitting in the Recaros and the way it drove, it just really like meshed, it felt right. I had the car about 4 or 5 months before I decided it's time to get lower, it's time to put wheels on it, and I really, really wanted the look of that rear little just lip wing. I ended up finding from an LMR GT350 replica wing, kind of fitting now that we're putting 5.2 in it. Ended up modifying the car that summer. We drove it all over the place. Again, California, I went to the Bonneville Salt Flats with it. I went to Vegas with it again, all through Oregon, all through Washington. And then I was working for myself at the time, detailing cars, doing odd jobs, things like that. I had left the body shop and I was kind of working for myself, working towards like getting out on my own, which, we all kind of want to do. So anyway, at the time I could take time whenever. I heard about the roadkill zip tie drags. Ended up driving the car down there and doing my first drag passes at Tucson Dragway. I think I ran a 13.6 blowing third gear twice. I did it all on Facebook Live. It was a lot of fun. Drove the car home through the winter. It was a good time. And at the zip tie drags, I had met some friends. At some point, I can't remember who had said it, but somebody was like, "You should do Power Tour." And I was like, "What's that?" Like, well, I had sort of heard about it, but I really didn't have all the information together. I looked it up, looked into it. I had thought about maybe buying like an older muscle car, and taking that as like a kind of roadkill style road trip, but I just went back to the Mustang and was like, I want to put some more stuff on this and make it a little bit cooler, and I want to take it on Power Tour. Going from that winter into 2017, I had decided, okay, I want RPM, I want noise, I want more grip, and I just wanted the car basically to be a little bit tighter in every aspect. So what I did is I got tuned from Lund for a Cobra Jet intake manifold and catless headers. I ordered the headers, which are actually going on the 5.2 swap. They're the same headers, and the Cobra Jet as well. I ended up putting on headers, sway bars, new tires, single piece drive shaft, Cobra Jet, throttle body, cold air intake, tune, shifter, a whole bunch of awesome stuff that really changed the car. I cannot tell you how much different it was to get in it the week before that I did all these things to the week after. It was two completely different cars. So I did all these modifications and I left for Power Tour 2017, which was a very life-changing experience for me. I met up with some friends along the way. I met up with my friends Wyatt and Trey and Jacob from Sally's B Shop. As you know, he was in his Green Hornet, the internet famous one-wheel peeler that won the Hot Rod Burnout competition that year. Wyatt was in his Roadrunner with his buddy Trey. I had met them for the first time. Really solid dudes. We ended up being good friends. I actually visited them in California a couple years back at their place out in Fall River, and I think that was on episode 24 or 3 of Days Off. It was a really good time. That was a big moment for me for the car. Drag racing on Power Tour, autocrossing, got in a little fender bender. We partied and drove like all over the USA. I must have put like 10,000 kilometers on the car in a week. It was insane. I got home from Power Tour and kind of did nothing with it for a little while. I shredded the pilot bearing, doing a couple donuts on the very last stop of Power Tour in a parking lot. They were really good donuts, but as soon as I pulled away from them, there was a massive shudder coming from the tunnel and the transmission, which ended up in the end being the pilot bearing being in several pieces. I drove the car like that. It like really didn't hurt anything. It just caused the input shaft to wobble a little bit, and having one piece drive shaft, gets a little bit of a harmonic going. Eventually it would damage stuff, but if I had let it go. But that winter, Kat bought me a McLeod RST clutch for Christmas. So I paired that with a new pilot bushing, a couple of little things, and my buddy Tom and I threw it in the car in a day in his dad's garage because he's got a hoist and stuff. So we did that, and then I left for the second ever zip tie drags, which was really cool. So I did it 2 years in a row. That trip was amazing. I checked out a lot of Arizona, of course Tucson with the zip tie drags. I met up with my friends again, and it was a lot of fun. Again, more drag passes with the car. So after that run to Tucson for the second zip tie drags, you know, I started going into my years working for Porsche, and you know, we didn't do a lot really with the car. A couple of local trips here and there. I did change a few things. I ended up putting an RTR Spec 2 chin splitter on the car, really kind of changed up the front end, gave it a cool look, and I put RTR mufflers on it because I was running straight pipes at the time, and it kind of leaked and stuff like that. It wasn't the best exhaust setup, but the mufflers were great. The rest of it was kind of just like a mix of aftermarket and the OEM stuff, so it was kind of cobbled. The biggest thing that I did to the car though is I put RideTech level 2 suspension on it, level 2 coilovers, which convert the rear from a coil separate from shock suspension to a full single coilover on the back. The coilovers themselves, they still look brand new. So anyway, that was kind of 2018, 2019 with the car. At the end of summer in 2019, I took the last road trip, like really big road trip with the car before COVID, and that was to California once again, where I met up with Kat, went down there before me. I was actually still working on the car before, as they were leaving for the airport. I was trying to fit a 3-inch exhaust that I had ordered because I tried to fix the cobbled together one and it was leaking like crazy, so I just threw in the towel and ordered a Pipes 3-inch stainless kit from American Muscle. Overnighted it basically, picked it up at the border, and spent the next 2 nights trying to put it on. I had some fitment issues with my collectors and stuff. I had to make a couple trips to the exhaust shop. It was stressful. I finally finished the car at about 3:50 the day I was supposed to be leaving, afternoon. Quickly cleaned up, packed, literally threw a bag of clothes together, grabbed my X100 and hit the road home. The road trip down was awesome. That's when I, like I said before, met up with my friends Wyatt and Trey. The episode is somewhere in here. I'll put it down below or up here. It was a great trip. I had a lot of fun with it. And that was the last major thing that I did with the car before COVID. Since then, it's kind of just been flatline. Last year, we had a few tragedies in the family, and I was sort of in a weird headspace, but maybe it worked out for the better. I saw the 5.2 come up on Marketplace. My friend Danny from Salvage Guys had it on his listings. Motor, transmission, drive shaft. The master cylinder was with it, the pedals were with it. ECU was smashed, but he included it kind of for free. All the wiring was there, everything. So it was either take everything there, fix it up and put it in, or take like the bones of it, sell off what I can, and make it work with the GT, which is kind of where I'm at now. So that's kind of a brief sort of history all over the place, scatterbrain Andrew explanation of everything. I'm gonna get back to editing the video that I'm on right now, which is this video, and I'll get you guys back down to the garage or whatever we're doing. It's probably gonna be a crazy couple weeks getting this thing ready. I'm not gonna sleep a lot, but I'm really looking forward to get back on Power Tour. You guys, it's gonna be a lot of fun. I can't wait. Thanks for stopping by the office with me, guys. I'm gonna get back on my computer. I'll see you in a bit.
Hey guys, good. It's not morning, it's afternoon. Today is the last ride of the Coyote. I'm heading over to my friend Matt's place to hang out for a little bit. I'm gonna take the Mustang for a drive and see a couple friends. And then we're gonna come back, throw it on the quick jacks, which I made these cool hangers for. And then we're gonna start pulling it apart. So it's the last day. Last day with 5-liter power. And then it's 5.2 time. Let's go for a little drive. All right, we're rolling through the gnarliest speed bumps in the world at Matt's place. We're hanging out. I'm gonna hang out with these guys for a little bit, working on friend's golf. He's got a golf R, and it's a track day tomorrow, so they're prepping for that. I got to prep my cameras tonight because I'm shooting that track day tomorrow, which is going to be a lot of fun. And I will bring you guys along because we haven't done that in a while on the channel. I haven't gone to a track day and shot with you guys since like probably Daytona. Andrew, if you're watching this while you're editing, please put the Daytona card in this video. Oh look, it's a Supra. So nice. All right guys, what are we doing? Rick, what are we doing?
Apparently we're around with tires and wheels, and it's gonna be funny.
And this isn't the first time either.
Welcome back to Days Off.
Oh man, you ruined it. All right, we're throwing Matt's Super wheels on Jared's Golf because why not?
Full pattern matches, so therefore it must happen, right?
I think the front hub board matches as well, does it not?
The board doesn't match, but it doesn't matter for test fits, honestly. Let's see how badly they'll break the fenders.
That's what baseball bats are for?
Correct.
All right, I'm gonna stand here and watch you guys work because that's the fun part for me.
Have beer, we'll watch.
Cheers, Matt.
Hey, who torqued the wheels previously on your rear brake? Because that was really tight.
Full disclosure, we did the other side and then we're like, hey, let's film it and see how stupid it looks. It actually doesn't look stupid. It's pretty rad.
Looks awesome.
Like a slight fender pull.
We just need the angle grinder out, cut some room, and then we're ready to send it.
Call that RWB guy, what's his name? Say, hey, we got a Volkswagen, do that.
Pull the bumper out a little bit.
Can you get like club sport stuff for these?
Yeah, sure.
I could.
There you go. That's pretty much what it would look like. All right.
I mean, they could do like a carbon fiber fenders, carbon fiber hood, and like these will make a wide body, and then the rears I just have to figure out.
It's not far off.
No, it's not. 10-15 mils more?
I think so. This car is a speedy
It's
door.
the inner clearance that would scare me the most right now with the spring.
Telling you it's fine. What do you guys think?
Well, I guess there is one way.
Let's see if we can poke it in there. Oh yeah. That's lots. I think it'll work.
Okay.
Man, that thing is low.
High pressure, low pressure fuel pump, duty cycles.
That's sharp. And does the vent still bypass it? Like, does that also
Yeah,
work?
it still shoots hot and cold air.
That's pretty killer. Holy shit, this thing's quick.
That was half throttle.
Dude. So this is downpipe, intake, tune,
Hybrid turbo.
hybrid turbo.
Yeah.
So no lag.
Yeah.
Well, obviously it's twin scroll, right?
No, it's a single scroll.
Single scroll,
Yeah.
but wow. Here we go. We got a ram too. I'm so scared.
Smells like brake dust.
Well, you got to get some heat into him.
Yeah.
He just opened up his valve, like you can hear it. Gerald wasn't even trying, so.
No
And
launch
that-
control there at all.
That is also a 707 horsepower pickup truck.
Yeah.
That didn't suck.
No?
That was fun.
We tried to race a Ram TRX and lost.
On the streets of Mexico.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. Thank you, Rick.
Yeah.
We transported.
And it wasn't this car or driver. We were in a completely different vehicle. Just looks the same. It was his brother.
So the brakes are bedded in.
There was some hard stopping. All right. Get a little hangout with the guys. Messing around with the cars. Gerald's Golf is fucking fast. Holy shit. So I'm just heading out to grab dinner for me and Kat and my sister. And we'll be back in the shop. So we'll catch up with you in a little bit. The battery's dying. It's getting late in the day. Gotta get back to the shop and do some work on this thing. So we're gonna send the Coyote off with a hero send-off. start swapping a motor. All right. As you can see, I got to-go food like all over the place, but that's gonna do it for the 5-liter. And I was wrong, it's actually only 92,000 kilometers, so sale price is going up, guys. I'm getting very overwhelmed because this is like a big moment, a big change coming. And I'm gonna have very little sleep in the next few weeks. It'll all be worth it when we're blasting our way across the USA in June. See you guys in a little bit. Muffler number 1. Sure, I used the anti-seize on it too, which would have been the smart move. Sometimes I'm smart. Okay. That's it. Drive shaft is out.
First major part is officially off the car. And look how light this thing is. Pick this up with one hand. I'm gonna do a little bit of cleanup, wrap it up in here, and then go get my cards and everything ready. And tomorrow, we'll catch up with you when we're on our way to Mission Raceway, River's Edge Raceway. Where we're actually official media for the year, so we have a pass to go to whatever race event that we really want to shoot. So that could be part of days off this summer too, which I'm really looking forward to. We really wanted to just kind of have open roaming authority at the track so that I can just go and shoot and kind of do what I want there, which is really nice. The crew there is super nice to work with. Getting ahead of myself. Anyway, time to clean up. Thank you guys for stopping by today. See you in the morning.
It's actually Monday. It's a day off on a Monday. Not really a day off, but as you can see by my big floppy photography hat, we're going to shoot at the track today. Grab a coffee, grab a sandwich, and then we're gonna hit the track. See you out there. Well, it's a soggy one today. Welcome to Mission Raceway, guys. Track's about to go hot with the first group. I got all my gear on. I'll be shooting video and photo through the XT3 and the X Pro. So mostly the car action will be that. Check in with you guys between sessions, and we might get out for a lap. I might have to borrow a helmet because stupidly I forgot mine because I'm an idiot. Put everything out last night and forgot most of it. But I got all my camera gear, which is great. So, all right. See you guys in a bit. Wow, I actually survived a Sunday on 1 battery. What's up, guys? We're back in the shop. Not really getting up too much tonight. Kind of getting ready for work tomorrow. It's been nice to do a track day shoot on a Monday kind of have like a day off the normal like rat race 9 to 5 shit that I've been doing. So I want to kind of give the scoop about how this is all gonna work, because I'm gonna be working on this thing like during the week, and I really don't want to leave anything out of this whole kind of series, because I am doing it as like a personal sort of recollection, and I just want to have some sort of like album of this, and all these videos and everything will be something I can look back on in the future that I'll have on like a hard drive when, you know, computers are much more crazy and 4K is like garbage. So that's kind of the first and foremost thing, is it's nice to have these things to look back on, and I want to kind of document this whole process, because this is my first real major like personal engine swap that I've done. I've always helped and been the guy like holding the wrench and, you know, helping with lighting and everything like that. But so what does that mean for you guys? Days off will be the weekend stuff. And then I'm just gonna have like shorter little, I don't know, we'll call it shop days, or I don't know, shop nights or something on the channel, 5-10 minute episodes. Whenever we're getting into stuff on the car, like this week I plan on, you know, unbolting a lot of stuff like intake, radiator front end's gonna come off, like just get it ready to pull the engine. And obviously if I don't film that during the week, you're gonna miss out on it. So I don't want you to miss out on it. I don't want to miss out on it in the future. So basically we're gonna have days off, and then we're gonna have everything that kind of happens in between in here as a kind of sort of separate. That's kind of what I envisioned when I started this, is it would just be like the voodoo swap series. So you might see more content on the channel, which would be, you know, it's beneficial for you, it's beneficial for me, it keeps me motivated, and it gives me, doing this helps me kind of plan out my steps with all this. Like, you know, I knew yesterday was take it for a drive, give it one last good thrashing, and then, you know, get a couple parts off, get the exhaust out, get the bottom cleared out, so we're ready to do all that stuff. You know, keeping it simple. That's kind of gonna be it. We're gonna be working on it during the nights after work, and you know, we'll have a few beers, we'll bullshit. I'm sure people will be stopping by next weekend. This motor's coming out. I've got Friday night and Saturday. Sunday is Mother's Day. I'll go and do Mother's Day stuff, maybe come back here at night and we'll mess around a little bit more. But I'm hoping to have a couple friends over on Saturday, and we'll get some hands on this, get some ratchets going, and get that Coyote out of there. If you like this video, if you like what I'm doing here, subscribe, drop a comment, hit that like button, do all that stuff that everybody else tells you to do on YouTube. I'm sincere about it, because I truly do watch and appreciate every one of you that subscribe. From the bottom of my heart, thanks for stopping by. I will see you on the next episode of Days Off. Thanks for stopping by, guys. I'm shutting it down. I'll see you on the road.